Oh, we found out about some dark gods, 18 imprisoned gods in this thing, and then
All
there was a
right.
bookshelf that attacked Trestius.
He had it coming.
You
He
probably
had
did.
it coming. Desi bravely charged the bookcase, rendered it no longer a threat. I have that in my notes. Knickknack started attacking us. It was like Fantasia gone wild.
There you go, Trev. I put a bunch of stuff in the Discord for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those guys very reassuring name.
I mean, they're not all my notes, obviously, but a bunch.
I like Zadoon the Corpse Star.
It's really reassuring, right?
I like that. That's the kind of vibe that if I wanted to
The
be
sword now
extra,
reminds me of Thundar the Barbarian from the 80s. I was trying to remember that show. It was like that show.
Oh, good
Jack
old
Kirby
Thunder.
actually did the designs for that show.
It shows.
Who did?
Jack Kirby.
The king.
Mhm.
Alrighty.
Like,
What is that?
The Fantastic Four, Thor, Captain America.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool.
Didn't you do a bunch of the artwork for Doctor Strange too?
No, that was
he didn't do
Ditko.
Doctor
Who's
Strange.
okay.
He did do the 2001 adaptation and created the Black Panther and
Yep.
the Eternals and all that stuff.
Created a ton of stuff and doesn't get nearly as much credit as he should. Alrighty, so this is session 110, according to my notes, which are not nearly as extensive as Anita or Mark's, but there we go. Yes, you guys have been making your way through this.
Apparently,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, apparently we're in a giant prison for these 18 dead gods.
Yes, this place, this Amber Temple, you've come to seeking a weapon that would aid you in the fight against Strahd. During your exploration, you kept finding these amber sarcophaguses, and when you finally found a library to research in, you found out that each of these sarcophaguses houses the remnants of a long dead, extremely evil entity. You do know through conversations with one in a cracked sarcophagus that they are more than willing to offer you assistance. But so far, nobody has decided to take any of them up on it.
That part I do remember.
Yeah, specifically the one that Trestius communicated with let him know that it could render his mind unable to be messed with. But he decided not to see what sort of bargain that would entail. In the area where the card reading said you would find the weapon, you found what looked like a sword hilt. Much later on, during the evening, while you guys rested, Trestius was playing with it and accidentally activated it, causing this flash of bright sunlight that completely destroyed your vampire companion Doru. It seems like this hilt has basically an on switch and an off switch, and the blade is made of pure sunlight, something that has not been seen in Barovia for probably forever.
if your country cannot produce natural sunlight, store-bought is fine.
Nice.
But
Oh fuck.
I guess the question as we turn it over to everybody is, are you leaving the temple or continuing to explore? You have found some doors that you have not yet gone through. But at the same token, you have found the thing you were searching for.
I am perfectly willing to leave this place.
Oh, good. I didn't want to be the first to say it, but man, I want to get the fuck out of here.
We should rest
Works for
first.
me. Oh,
Like, I realize there's a lot of really interesting shit in here for you magic-y stuff, people, but I'm just kicking down doors and fighting bookshelves.
hey, at least we avoided the skittering things on the ceiling. Oh yeah, you missed that one, too. There were three-legged skittering things on ceilings.
Yeah. We don't need to open that door again.
No.
No, wrong number of eyes entirely. Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, yeah, it was three-eyed, not three-legged, right?
Right. 2 legs, 2 arms, 1 head, 3 eyes.
Cool.
Oh, my helmet got destroyed. Does that mean it's unsalvageable or that it can be fixed?
It might be able to be fixed.
Okay, well, I'm going to take what's left of it just in case it can be fixed.
All right, I should probably ask, just because I wasn't here last session, is there anything in this room that Caldy would really pop at?
No, you guys have made your way back to like the camp area. So I don't think they found anything that Caldy would have gotten his greedy little hands on.
Because he's got greedy little hands.
Yeah.
The big statue's got a couple big gems in its eyes.
The
You might have taken those already, though.
The statue here in this room does still have 2 big gems in its eyes.
Gems. Can I make an insight check to see how valuable they are?
I mean, their gems they're going to be worth some coin for sure. They're probably about the size of Caldy's fist.
Damn.
That sounds awfully like the cover of a couple of old books that I have.
Mm.
And strangely, more than one.
Yeah, I have a couple of books about covers of old books. It shows up more than you think.
The trouble with gems, of course, is there's nowhere to sell them.
Here,
Yeah, well,
I'm pretty
unlike the
sure
rest of
he'd
you, I
have
don't
me.
plan to stay here.
I'm pretty sure he'd have me lug them back home.
There's
I
no
have room in
place
my
to sell them there either.
I'm not staying here. I'm not staying on the island. I'm killing Jakuz and I'm going home.
You're escaping 2 realms that are nearly impossible to escape.
Well, I mean, for the island, we plan to destroy the big bad there. So
Look at it this way. I'm still alive after all of this and came out younger than I started.
For now.
You keep getting
it
younger.
might be hard to explain.
That reminds me, I got to learn that magic that keeps me young.
You need to learn the magic that keeps you old.
Yes, sorry, correction. Yeah, the magic that keeps me old.
Because you
That magic
mastered the one that keeps you young, but like master in a uncomfortable way.
Yeah. What I meant was the one that keeps me around age 30. That's what I'm looking for.
It's not how that magic works.
It's all nonsense and weird to me.
Righty. So you guys are heading out?
Camping.
Yep.
So,
Camping. Sleep, then head out.
That sounds like a plan.
Sleep then head out?
Yes, it's very cold, and I think I broke my leg.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still maintaining damage from last time and 26 experience from last time.
I'm not looking to carry anything heavy today either. So yeah, sleep sounds good.
Yep.
But as far as this place, I don't see any need to continue here. The more we
That's
learn
fine.
about the sarcophagus, the more likely we are to touch them, and the less likely we're going to survive.
The longer we stay here, the more chance somebody does something stupid. And I'm not just talking about us, I'm talking about them.
And Caldy.
Yes, I specifically included them.
Something else. I can't remember if it was the last session that Trevor missed or the session before, but you did find one of the sarcophaguses that had been shattered, apparently from the inside.
Yes, last session, I believe.
My theory is that
Lovely.
that's the thing with which the Lord of the Place made a deal.
Right. So you guys are camping down for the time frame.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess we have to.
Okay.
Do we have people that don't sleep, or do we need to take 2 shifts to do?
Yeah. Vasilka doesn't sleep, so.
Okay.
All right, I might get some training done here.
Yes, everybody can sleep, so you can spend XP if you so wish. And then once you're done that, you can hit your rest button.
So bump my
Yes.
scouting up to 3 is 15 points, correct?
Yep.
And I can only train one thing at a time, right?
Only one thing at a time.
All right, I'll spend the 15 point.
And then you can roll for your food and water when you get up.
Is it just me, or did the sheet change color?
The sheet might be because Forbidden Lands, because I've got mine set to dark mode, and I think it automatically sets the character sheet to dark mode.
Oh, I like it like that. I'm just curious if there was an update to the UI.
I don't know. My character sheet is still black and white, mainly white.
Mine used to be white, but now it's beige.
Yeah, I think I think you can set it individually on your end,
Okay.
but I'm not positive on that.
I do need to unload something.
Well, right now, like I don't know who's actually going to be carrying the Sunblade, so
Right now, I've got the Sun Sword.
yeah, that's because I needed to put it on a character, and I wasn't sure who was carrying
Oh,
it.
okay. And
I've
I've
got
also
room. I've got room to carry stuff.
I could. Well, I guess I got a longbow on me too.
For all those times Desi shoots things.
I usually don't shoot things because I don't have a longbow, or any
No.
bow for that matter.
Now she does.
My only ranged weapon was a spear, and I hucked that into the woods a while ago, and I won't go get it. So
After 110 sessions, now she's going to become a range fighter. And now I'm going to finally become a knife fighter and throw knives.
I mean, there's a certain appeal to shooting somebody in the face before I punch them in the face,
Yeah.
or stab them in the face, or just slice their head off.
I sense lots of anger and aggressivity in you.
More than
Really,
usual?
really.
More than usual?
No, not really. Just
Okay, thank you, Counselor Troy.
I've
general
been.
vibe.
I fought a bookshelf yesterday, Okatai. A
Yes, you
bookshelf.
And you got pretty angry about it.
I did. I'm still kind of miffed.
You're usually
Yeah.
so good with bookshelves.
I'm good at moving bookshelves.
Well, you moved it in a sense.
You
I-
mentioned before that reading things never amount to anything good. So, yeah. It all catch up in the end.
I just want to get back to fighting things I at least recognize. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck has 3 eyes?
And
don't
when
think I
we
want
finally get out of that place, remember there was a thing that was trying to hunt us in our dreams that we still need to find a way to kill.
Yeah. I had completely forgotten about that.
I'm still worried about that because going to hell to kill it didn't work. We're just stuck in hell.
All right. So who is taking what for gear? Because Desi is currently encumbered.
I might be encumbered. Let me see.
I've got 2.5 pounds, so
I am fully encumbered currently.
I'm only half a pound over. Just to
I
note.
have 5.5 pounds I can take. Because I'm really good at packing.
Cully is
course-
really good at packing.
Everything
don't
I'm
know.
carrying is either a weapon or armor. I literally have.
Okay.
I guess
well,
I've got some torches and a handful of arrows, some food and water. Everything else is either a weapon or armor.
I could hold Bria for you.
I'm sure she'd
Nothing
love
to go
that.
wrong with that plan.
She'd be thrilled.
Is she talking to you lately?
No, but I also
Probably-
haven't drawn her, so
All right.
I've just been letting her sulk.
Chill.
I haven't tried since a while ago.
I've been afraid of trying to speak with my friend while we're here.
That's the thing. Like, Brieth is really big on laws.
Yeah,
That's how, when we're home, she keeps her bitching about Trustius to a minimum. Because technically, he's one of the people in charge, and I don't really want to fight with her about that here, where Lord What's-His-Face is the
Oh,
one
yeah.
in charge.
Your number one
So-
fan.
That's also mighty fucking creepy. Thanks.
Yep.
Glad you said that this morning and not last night before I went to sleep.
Yep. I mean, there are empirical reason for us to fight the evil thing, but the fact that he's also a fucking creep seems to be a bigger motivators for me.
I mean, I'd prefer not to run across anyone else in a ditch who looks kind of like me. It was
Yeah. Yep.
a little weird, for sure. But we aren't going to progress on that until we get the hell out of this place.
Yeah. This place gives me the impulse to try to see if I can freeze people. That would be nice. All the hardship and bullshit we've lived there, if I could just impose that on some fucker, that would calm me down.
Okay, Trustius, I'm going to let you carry the sun sword. We can swap that with the longbow when we're closer to the actual castle.
All right.
And, yeah. Maybe tonight I'll bring Brieth and see if she's willing to talk to me again or not.
Well, all right. Let's get on the road. We do have a devil to kill.
Couple. I guess
Yeah,
a devil and a
And the
demon.
last piece we need is in his home.
That is
That's
true.
fine.
Well, at least we know where it is, more or less.
We don't have
Hey
much.
guys, I just had a really random thought. It's a dumb thought, but it's a thought. So, Jakuz is after the artifacts, right? The gemstones and shit, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
How stupid would it be if we, in the process of getting the fuck out of here, were to leave them here somewhere? So, assuming he couldn't get access to this place.
We
I
also
mean,
wouldn't be able to get access to this place.
if the gems are still here, we have no way of stopping him from just eating.
Oh, it's a
the
double-edged sword. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't
This place
100% sure. I
likes-
thought we just needed whatever the weapon the dwarves have forged for us.
No.
Best swords are usually double-edged. Just saying.
Yeah. And
That was just a random
this place-
thought I had.
And I'm not sure exactly what this place is going to become if we succeed.
It's going to cease to exist.
Or become
And I,
just open.
and if they cease to exist, then the things would just float into limbo. Maybe. Okay. Just a random thought I had.
Well, as you guys pack up your gear and shift some things around and make your way out of the temple, it is bitingly cold outside. Now that you don't have the walls of the abbey to protect you from the winds, you also notice that you have no idea what time it is. I mean, it's dark, but it's been dark forever.
Sorry, was the camp inside the temple or outside?
Inside the temple.
So we can hit our rest button?
Yes, you can.
Cool, thank you.
I mean, if we head out in the real dark, then Tresties won't be able to see the cliff on one side.
And I guess the important question is: are you taking the long and winding road back, or are you going cross country?
Man, long and winding road is mighty tempting, but I think we're going to cross.
We'll build a boat and cross the lake.
Ooh, ooh, boat. Wait, was there a lake? Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah, we'll get there in October sometime.
We weren't warned anything about the lake. Well,
I think we'll take the road.
Right. Because if you go cross country and can cross the lake or the river, it's only like maybe 3 or 4 days to the castle,
Yeah, yeah.
as opposed to it's probably a couple of weeks.
I'm just gonna turn into a bird and fly there. It's sure it's gonna be fine.
Oh, awesome!
It's gonna be fun.
All by yourself. That'll be great.
I mean, maybe.
Yep. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
I'm sure no
A
raven.
swarm of bats just.
as Chris goes, they finally gave into the temptation. I wasn't planning for this. What the?
Alrighty. So you guys set off from the temple. I am going to need everybody to give me endurance rolls for the cold.
Good old endurance.
I've heard of endurance.
I think I didn't do last one, so I should do this one.
Yes.
Yay, I made it.
I get a
I can help Desi with my extra success.
Oh, whew.
And I get a +1
Oh,
because
that was a good push.
Fuck, I didn't beat my endurance. It was.
And Caldy can help Okataya. We're still good.
Yep. Perfect.
and I had a +1 on that. Damn it!
Yeah. The two people most designed to survive the cold are like, fuck it's cold out here.
Right?
So compared to the fucking gold.
I think my chainmail's sticking to me.
No, it definitely is.
I'm gonna channel all that
frost on
stupid cold and turn it into a spell and just flash freeze someone. Fuck it.
I
I
can do
pry them out by nudging them with my hammer as I walk. Unstick them.
And whoever is keeping an eye open can give me a scouting roll.
That would be me with my brand new +1.
Woohoo!
Nice. And Caldy, don't forget, I don't think I added it onto your sheet because you're not sure what it does yet, but you do have that wizard staff.
Oh, I need to figure that out. How do I figure that out?
That's a really good
Insight?
question.
Lots of
Insight?
wise way and lots of terrible way. You have to pick.
So yeah, as you guys travel down down out of the mountains. It does get warmer. It doesn't get warm, but definitely it's no longer sub-zero temperatures by the time you get most of the way down this path to the temple. Culdy, everybody feels like you guys are being watched. Culdy, every once in a while you can see like flying high overhead, like probably bats, you want to say. The only reason you can even see them is because of your keen goblin vision. Now, what do your goblin eyes see, Culdy? But everybody else feels like they're being watched. Culdy, you know those bats are watching you.
All right.
They don't come close, they don't swoop down or anything, but they are definitely like following you and watching you.
I know they're watching me, and I know that they know that I know they're watching.
Oh God!
And
Oh, is
was
Cody
there
doing
also,
the two finger thing and just pointing to the sky?
Back and forth.
wasn't
Yeah.
there also
Back
like
and forth.
crows that were watching us on behalf of another person that was trying to
There
convince us that she was helpful?
there were
Mhm.
crows watching you as well, yes.
Don't feel lots of privacy around here, but you know.
Well, he knows we're coming.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if this whole place is him, then yeah, he's known that for a while.
From what I hear, he's bored and he's hoping we'll be a good challenge.
He hasn't thrown much of a challenge in our way yet, which is surprising. I expect one before we get to the castle.
Yet.
He might not perceive us as a threat until we actually show up at his door.
Or perhaps he's just that overconfident, which
Or that.
would be helpful. But we might as well keep on.
Keep on traveling. Right. I will get another scouting roll as you guys get to Salenka Pass. You came this way previously, so you know this is where those ghostly spirits were that seemed to be unable to affect you as long as you stayed within the heat of the torch.
Yeah, those fuckers were a piece of work.
More worried about the goat.
Yeah.
Right.
The goat?
Yeah, that black goat that tried to
Oh
ram
yeah,
us off.
that thing.
Oh,
That nearly
pun intended.
threw me to my. Yep.
Yeah, there's a animal like conspiracy against us. The squirrel, the goat. This is not a coincidence anymore. It's too much of those fucker. That's coming from the druid. There's something fishy going on here.
Okay. Yes, Caldy can give me a scouting roll.
All right. Sorry, I had a problem with my headset there.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
Right. sec here.
Is it really?
For no particular reason at all, what is your marching order as you make your way down this this narrow
No
pathway
reason.
towards the bridge?
I'm immediately in front of Desi, well within her eyesight.
Okay. I figure I'm probably like between Caldi and Trustius.
Yeah, I
Well,
might
here.
be behind Desi then.
Well, here, you guys can decide where you are on this map as you approach the bridge. So you're approaching from the north side of this bridge.
It's either me or Chris just closing the march.
Probably Okatai at the very, very back, right?
Yeah, that's what I think.
You're a lot more tanky than I am.
Yep. And we're both ranged base, so can both
And
get
then Ryzen would be
more in the middle and Desi in front, with Caldi a bit further along because
Oh.
he's
How the hell am I that far ahead of everybody else? That ain't
that's
right.
just where we were last time we were here.
Yeah, that ain't right.
That boy ain't right.
There you
That
go.
boy ain't right. Exactly.
Yeah, something like that, I would say.
Alrighty.
For no reason at all.
For no
For
reason
no
at
reason
all.
at all.
And who has the torch to protect you from the spirits?
I will. Yes, I'll roll torches.
Okay.
I normally have a torch too. Let's torch time.
Alright. So you guys are making your way down this pass, and you can see those wispy spirits staying outside your torchlight. Every once in a while, kind of like, darting a little bit closer, and Trustius has to kind of like, turn kind of quickly to get the heat shield, for lack of a better term, between you and them. You guys know if you go too far away from Trustius, things are probably going to be bad.
shoo.
You shoot.
Shoo? Really?
Yeah.
Flies. Little flies.
What else am I supposed to do?
I don't know. It's as good an answer as anything. You could carry a torch in one hand and one of your harpoons in the other hand.
Yeah.
Do you need
There
two
we go.
hands when you?
I'll prepare a torch
I'm usually
so I can light it up.
kind of involved in my own fight, and I can hear you guys around me, but I can't always see you. Often there's like just red coating my field of vision, and I can't see jack shit.
All right.
I like fighting with stuff in both of my hand, but it can be a torch. 'Cause I can club someone with a torch.
I mean, yeah, you can light them on fire.
I do like lighting people on fire.
Good to know.
And as you guys start to make your way across this bridge, that you look down and all you see underneath the bridge is like just wisps of mist and snow, and maybe somewhere far down there you see the telltale kind of like glimmer of ice, but it looks like it is a fair ways down.
I'm disturbed by the fact that there are zones set up.
Oh,
For no
that's
reason.
Not reassuring. Yeah, for no reason at all. No, not at all.
No reason at all.
That's right. If only Culdy had actually made his scouting roll.
Yikes.
Don't get too far ahead of me.
No, I stay right in front of you.
Second here.
I need to be able to just reach slightly forward and get my shield.
That is my intention.
There you go.
What a way to go if we were to die from like something just pushing us over and just plunging to our
Shh!
death.
Stop that.
Dying due to gravity would suck.
I haven't done that since a
Wouldn't it though,
D&D
Tony?
campaign.
Tony hasn't done it since we were back in the other realm.
I think the first time I ever killed one of Tony's characters was through gravity.
Yeah, gravity it's so bad. Falling's horrible.
You can't dodge falling.
Yeah, you can't
Right,
really dodge
no matter
falling.
what Douglas Adam tries to tell you.
And
You
it causes
cannot
so
dodge
much
falling.
damage. In all the
That's
games,
why
it
I
adds so
always have Featherfall prepared in your Pathfinder game. I've done my duty with falling.
So yeah, as you guys are making your way, kind of keeping your eyes open, looking at these spears kind of flittering around here and there, Cody, you see, it looks like a form, humanoid form, kind of. Do you want to say materializing out of the snow and ice?
I really don't.
As this figure clad in plate armor with like a two-handed sword basically takes up a "thou shalt not pass" type of stance on the bridge.
What if we bring him a shrubbery?
But it's got to be like, a path. There's got to be a path.
What is your favorite color?
No, you're going to have to cut all its limbs off, Cody. It's pretty obvious. You got this, Cody.
I do not.
I do not have this, actually.
That is fair. That is fair.
Self-awareness is a good thing. Yep.
Wait, I'm going to start banging a couple of coconuts together.
Sing a rousing chorus of "Brave Sir Robin ran away."
I'm just worried about flesh wounds here. That's all.
But yeah, this figure standing there in the middle of the bridge. It's got like the point of the sword pressed ever so slightly into the stone of the bridge.
Okay, have we been here before? I don't recognize this.
Yes, you guys came across this bridge going the other way, on your way up to the temple.
Sorry, did this guy just manifest, or did you
Yeah,
just
he just-
spot him?
You know,
Showed up.
he just kind of formed out of the ice and snow.
Oh, okay.
May we pass, kind sir? Might as well try being polite first.
Leave what you have collected, and you may pass.
Kind of need that.
But big staff.
You're going to have to move along. We had no quarrel with you, but we'll destroy you if we must.
There's a Canadian anthem if ever I heard one.
Necromancy diplomacy.
We don't want to start the fight,
Or we'll end the fight.
but we'll end the fight. Of course, this will be the day we have a TPK. So
Yeah.
Of course.
Now that I've challenged fate.
We kind of need that sword to fight the lord of the place.
Then prove you're worthy. And he kind of like pulls his two-handed sword up, kind of like puts two hands onto it. Caldy, you're close enough. You can hear inside his gauntlets and inside his armor, it sounds like bone on metal.
Trustius, I think he's one of them there Death Knights.
Throw it off the bridge.
Ryzen, would you like card number 2 or card number 9?
2, please.
Okatai, would you like card number 1, card number 5, or card number 10?
I'll go with 1.
All right. Okatai, that does mean that you're up.
He said prove your work. And I don't want to step on that bridge, so I'm gonna I'm gonna chuck a harpoon at the guy. And I'm gonna try to bring him out of the bridge. Is that a monster?
Yes, very much so. He takes a little bit, but he does not seem overly perturbed by that.
Okay. I assume I'm gonna lose the contested strength, but I'm gonna try to pull him towards me.
All right.
Yep, I'm not doing that.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, he only got 2 successes.
Aw.
To my 0, it's good enough.
Yeah. But he does not bulge. He just stands there, looks down at the harpoon, shrugs.
Huh. Doesn't seem to want to get off the bridge, guys.
Nope. That will take us to Ryzen.
All right. Well, it's time to get time. It's clobbering time for somebody. Maybe me. I'm gonna melee charge him and pull out the hammer and take my chances. Question: is he a monster?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's something. There. Ooh, that looks pretty good.
That's such a great hammer.
He will parry.
What?
Wow.
That was an awful lot of dice.
Yes, he brings that greatsword around very quickly and parries the hammer.
What?
Yep.
Like completely?
Completely. He got 7 successes.
Oh shit! Sorry, I was typing a note. I didn't see what he rolled.
Yep.
Shit ton of dice is what he rolled.
Oh crap! Oh crap!
Desi.
If I want something passed to me, or if I want to take something from someone, is that an action?
It is.
Okay. Trustiest, give me the sword. And I'm going to fire at him with the bow and then drop the bow.
Okay.
Since he and I are not currently in the same...
We're in the same zone.
Oh, you and I are, yes. Me and the knight are not.
He takes 0 damage. Assuming your bow is not in any way, shape, or form. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's magical or not. It takes no damage. Seems to strike true, but he doesn't feel it.
Well, the fact that it struck true is heartening for a non-undead knight that I eventually come across. It's nice to know I won't die of starvation. Because I'm not hunting with my sword. I've learned that lesson. But yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Colby.
I'm going to
Get
point
behind.
my staff at him and go, ah! Hopefully it does something.
Science,
What did he-
motherfucker.
what's he
Science.
Get in a knife fight with this guy after watching him parry the hammer.
What the hell is he doing?
I was
doing
Gonna
hoping-
with
try
his
to make
fingers.
that staff work.
Oh,
I was hoping little Satan would get behind me, but apparently not
Ooh.
today.
little
I
Satan.
have more actions.
That's true.
So, do I do anything besides make a fool of myself there, Chris?
So yeah, as you grab that staff and you point, you can feel like the staff gets cold and the runes that are on it kind of like light up and like the kind of this icy blue color, kind of starting at the butt end all the way up through the tip, kind of like when Godzilla powers up his atomic breath.
Okay.
And then it fires out a spray of icicles.
Nice.
Hey, I was talking about that.
So yeah, it's basically once per day. It's power level 5 icicle spray.
That's cool.
It actually does seem to rock him back ever so slightly.
And then I move behind Busy.
Okay.
Good choice.
That will bring us to him.
Oh boy.
Oh, and
Oh, boy.
he's got a halfling right here.
Oh boy. Ryzen chose poorly.
Oof. Power attack.
Oof. Oh my freaking god.
So you can dodge it if you like.
I mean, there's no way I'm going to get 7 successes, but
He only got 3 on his power attack.
I'm sorry. I'm reading. Oh, okay.
was
I didn't
you.
scroll the track. Sorry, the thing didn't scroll down automatically.
No worries.
All right, I'll try to dodge that. I will happily try to dodge that. Dodge. Where are you? Move. I'm a dodgy kind of guy. Here you.
1 is not going to do it.
I want to spend willpower.
You want to spend your halfling willpower?
Yes, please.
Perfect. If you spend 2, then the attack will miss.
I like the sound of that. I like the cut of that jib.
So as he swings that sword and brings it down, you like throw yourself to the side, kind of tumble out of the way, and he knocks a good chunk of the bridge out from the stonework.
Oh my gosh.
And as he does so, Ryzen, as you kind of like throw yourself to the side, you can see like the arrow that Desi hit him with kind of like pops out of his armor, and the dents in his armor from the icicle pelts start to like pop back into place.
Can I say something as a free action?
Yep.
I think he's regenerating.
That will take us to Trustius.
How many hit points does a bridge have
It's,
for the purpose of Sunder?
oh, that's a really good question.
You know we're on this bridge too, right?
Yeah, but it's arm's length, so it's only a piece, right?
I suppose
There's
that's
no
true.
hit points for any gear, so I have no idea. It'd be a GM's call.
Yeah. Actually, let's see what it says on earthquake. Might say under fortifications, maybe.
I might be able to scam myself an XP out of this,
Or
or blow myself up.
blow yourself up. There are only two outcomes.
I'm hoping more for one than the other.
I could do both.
I mean, maybe it's entirely possible.
Thinking there might be something under stronghold.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything. I just looked real quick, but I couldn't find anything even remotely close to hit points for an object.
I think some places says like doors and stuff. One sec.
Typical wooden door takes 5.
A stone wall is 8. So I'd say a bridge.
8.
I'd say a bridge
Okay,
is a
so this thing
little
would
bit
be more than
more.
a stone wall.
Yeah. So yeah, why don't we call it 12? That's like 2 degrees more than a stone wall. That sounds right. That feels right to me.
All right, I am going to completely disregard what Desi said. And I am going to do the stupid alongside Rise.
Great.
I will move up here. And then I'm going to touch the bridge underneath his feet and cast Sunder.
Alrighty.
Nicely, the ingredient is the thing that you're trying to break.
That's convenient.
That's not even a spell. You're just consuming the ingredient. That sounds like a scam.
Right. Perfect. So yeah, so Trusty's gonna reach out, kind of draw upon your magic, kind of like shatter the bonds holding this bridge together. So I am going to need him and Ryzen and Trustius to all give me move rolls. His move is not nearly as good as his strength.
Good.
Ooh. That's a par for the course roll for me.
Oh, thank God. Oh, no.
Can I spend willpower?
I'll say yes. I'll treat this like a dodge, basically.
Okay. How many do I have to spend?
2.
Ew.
All right. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I don't want to push that if I don't have to.
So yeah, so Trustees, you reach out with your magic and both of you and Rising, you both feel like the tremors in the bridge, and then a section of it disappears. You kind of jump back. Rising, as a nimble little halfling, kind of like scrambles up out of the way. There's a brief moment where he almost teeters backwards, but manages to keep his balance and not slide in. But the guy in the plate mail does fall, and it takes a good 2-3 seconds before you hear the clang of the plate mail on the ice.
You still need that sword, does he?
Nope, I think I'm good. I'm a little concerned about that extra hole, but
Is he still moving?
nice.
Nobody can see him.
Do I need to see him to call lightning on him?
Yes.
You know what's funny about what Trustius just did was my next idea was to consider using the scepter and cast earthquake and do the exact same thing,
Nice.
and just hope it wouldn't get us in the process.
But yeah, judging from the length of time between the him falling and the sound, you're pretty sure none of you would survive that fall.
At least it'll take him a while to walk back up.
Yeah, let's not wait around.
But now you do have a big giant hole in the bridge.
Can we get past it?
You can certainly try.
Oh dear.
What was that? A move roll?
It is definitely a move roll.
I'm gonna make an effort.
Or you could probably do a might roll to try to jump it.
I don't think I'll do that one.
I can get us across,
Sure, that's way better.
or at least get us a rope across.
I would like something to hang on to.
I would like to get across now because he materialized out of the air, and I don't want him to dematerialize down there and rematerialize back up.
Hmm. That too.
Oh, all right, Caldy, just grab my hand and I'll get you across.
Boosh, let's go. Actually, I have 5 dice on my move, so it's not, or 6 dice on my move. I'm not that scared.
Are you helping Trustius across? I mean, the young Boy Scout helping the ancient, decrepit old man across.
I'm just trying to make him feel better.
I'm going to fly across. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll take Caldy with me.
Okay.
Awesome.
So Trustius and Caldy just kind of like take to the air, kind of flutter across.
That's 2 spells I've never used before.
I was gonna say, I've never, ever seen you fly, ever.
I mean, he
Other
doesn't.
than down.
He doesn't fly. He doesn't fly fast, and he doesn't fly long.
Flies better than I do, though.
It's literally 1 round.
Again, still flies better than I do.
You can throw a lot of
Once a day, you
willpower
said,
at
right?
it and fly longer, but it's still in rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can fly at most for a minute.
Yeah,
And probably kill yourself in the
Probably
process.
mishappen, die.
Yeah. All right. So 2 of you over there, and 3 of you over here. You do have a torch on each side, so you are currently spirit free.
Do we have a rope that goes across as well?
I don't know. Does anybody have rope on their character sheet?
I do.
Okatai's got the harpoon. Yeah.
Nope.
Excellent.
So we can toss that over and I can tie it off.
Perfect. That will give a 2 dice bonus to the move roll.
I have 60-meter rope.
Excellent.
So the rest of us have to do a move with a +2.
Correct.
Okay.
And as per usual, if you get more than 1 success, you can help somebody else across.
Okay.
So under modifier, we put 2.
Yes.
I got 1, so better than 0.
I can help somebody if need be.
I'm gonna keep my beast talisman in hand in case I fuck up.
Holy shit, that whole thing worked.
That was amazing.
Everything,
Bravo.
everything worked according to plan.
I'm
This
speechless.
almost was like we're competent.
Almost.
It's like our last Dragon Bane game where the party came up with a plan, did the plan, stuck to the plan, and oddly it worked.
You stuck to a plan in Dragonbane?
Yes.
Wow. Congratulations.
Dragonbane, that critical role game? Or...
No,
it's
it's
another Free League game.
another free league game.
Okay.
That's the one with the ducks,
That's right. Good old mallards.
which is why I just can't bring myself to play it.
They're one of my main reasons to want to try it.
Just can't.
I
Just
got
can't.
21 volumes of hardcover volumes, Carl Barks Disney Duck stuff. Said the DuckTales cartoons based on.
But when we ended up playing a game here, I ended up playing a dwarf.
All right. So by the time you guys get clear of the path, keeping an eye on the spirits, you will need to roll torches once more for those of you with the torches, just to clear your way completely across the path. But yeah, you guys have been traveling for a while now. You're starting to get a little bit tired, but you have put probably about 10 miles between the Amber Temple and your current position, so actually probably a little more, probably 20 miles. But yeah, it's basically it is time for a rest, unless you want to keep pushing.
I don't think we're on a time crunch.
Well, the sooner the better, but I don't think rushing will help us. Well, I'll set up camp.
Okay.
Okay, just one sec.
Yep.
So we're past the yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There was the guard towers.
Yes, you're past all that. The statues still do not appear to have moved.
Thank you. That's what I was wondering.
There's a brief moment where Desi's kind of like looking at the statue, and you think you see movement, but it's just the way the snow and the mist is blowing. You think. All right. While Okatai is setting up camp, what do other folks want to do?
I'll stand guard.
Yeah, I
Okay.
should be sleeping.
Okay. So,
I will help with standing there.
Okay. What would Desi like to do?
Hmm. Well, if they're keeping watch. I'll help Okatai.
All right.
I don't usually help make camp.
Yeah, learn something new every day. So that'll give Okatai a +1 die to his make camp. Between Ryzen and Trestius, you guys can roll scouting with a +1. And Caldy can give me an endurance roll with the bonus from a sleeping fur.
Too bad I can't stack those.
My scouting is 4, so
Mine is 5, so I'll do it.
yeah,
Yes.
do it. Take my +1.
Perfect. Ooh. 4 successes.
There you go.
4 successes. I'll get them all out now.
Somebody make an elven eyes crack.
What do you see with your necromancer's eye? He got all of those eye in a bucket.
See dead people.
Yeah, that tracks.
Well, I mean, he did fail originally and then had to push it, so maybe he just had to get some new eyes out of the bucket.
Maybe.
Yeah, those are not good.
They don't match.
Just reminds me of the Addams family. He has his father's eyes. Please get it out of his mouth.
Yeah. All right. So as Caldy and Ryzen, as you guys are kind of keeping watch, you got a little bit of a fire going. You know, you hear Caldy's snoring away there. Desi and Okatai are getting the camp organized and stuff. And you both hear the creaking of wood. It sounds like you know, like when weather gets really cold and you hear those like cracks and stuff in the wood of your house, or like if you're out in the woods, you hear that cracking of the trees.
Yep.
Sounds like that very kind of like sharp cracking sound. And with 4 successes, as you kind of like look around, you guys are on the path for I have no idea what reason you could possibly have just to stay on the path, but you know, whatever. But the cracking sound seems to be because the trees are moving.
As in getting up, unrooting themselves, and moving?
They don't seem like they're not getting up and walking and moving. They're not like treants or ants or anything of that nature. It's just like when you blink, the trees are in different positions.
Oh.
And you can see like some of the branches are like quivering ever so slightly, like they're just coming to rest again. You don't actually see them moving from place to place. They're just doing that kind of like horror movie
Weeping
stutter
angel
walk,
thing.
like the weeping angel thing.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's stoke the fire a little higher and keep an eye on it.
Yep.
They don't come and they don't encroach on the road, but they just kind of like shuffle their position around. You're fairly certain that even somebody as skilled in the wilderness as Okatai would have a hard time not getting lost in those woods.
This is the stuff of nightmare for finding your way in the wood. If the wood just does not respect its position.
But yeah, it goes on for probably about an hour or so, and then everything seems to like settle back down and go back to that like kind of deathly quiet of the woods in winter. The rest of your shift passes uneventfully.
Perfect.
Cully can get up, and everybody else can get some rest.
Can I spend more experience?
You sure can.
Sorry, I heard you, Chris, because you're in the living room, but it didn't come through my headset.
Oh, what didn't come through?
You said yes to Trevor.
Ah, yes, Trevor, you can spend XP.
All right, I'm just going to bump my lore up to 2.
Okay.
And I will hit rest.
Perfect. And then Cody can take watch, and everybody else can get some sleep. So Cody can give me a scouting roll.
I will not be pushing.
All right, there we go. All right.
By the way, you get a bonus on your scouting roll at night when it's in my camp.
Oh, perfect. There you go. So you get another die.
You get a +2.
Oh, plus 2 dice. Oh, excellent. One more success. Ooh. There we go.
I did not need to push.
Success.
But yes, as you kind of like, stretch, crick your neck, kind of like take up your position, everybody else kind of beds down. It's quiet and peaceful, except for the distant howling of wolves. With 3 successes, one of those howls seems to take on a more human-esque tone as the howl goes on.
Well, that's just lovely.
Yeah, you're super quiet.
Am I quiet?
Yeah.
I'm hearing you.
I'm hearing you fine too, Trev.
Oh. Apparently it's on
you
my end.
dropped for me a few times.
Yeah, and there are times, Chris, that your delay is like 20 seconds.
Stupid Discord.
Which is weird because I'm hearing you and then you stop talking and then I hear you through my headset. It's really disconcerting.
Good old Discord and technology.
I mean, I have selective hearing when Trevor talks sometimes.
Maybe technology is the same.
Alrighty. So yeah, after several hours of this, you guys are on the road and you've got a good campsite, so there's no danger to you. Everybody can hit their rest button and their food and water, and decide whether you would like to cut significant time off your travels by going through the woods, or whether you want to continue to stick to the road.
That's a... One night he's going to get us to slip, and like we go, oh crap. Hey Chris, could I have done a lore check about the tree thing?
Yes, absolutely. You're kind of thinking back as you're bedding down for the night, comforted by the fact that you don't have to go far for firewood because the trees will come to you.
And torches. New torches.
You do remember what the Vishanti told you when you first arrived, is that Strahd is the land.
Right.
Somehow the roads seem to be free of his influence. But the woods and the wilderness are definitely his to control.
We never got an explanation on why the road seemed to be free of his influence.
Nope.
Okay.
That is something that bothers me.
Are we all doing rest, food, and water?
Yes.
Yeah, we just did. At least I did.
Good.
I'm down to D6 food.
Ooh,
I have D12. I can give you some.
Cool. I got
I
D12
got
water.
D10.
I've got D8.
I'll trade you a die for a die.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, so far your food and water is holding out fairly well, but it is a very long road. Be less rations if you went cross country. Just saying.
Yes, saying.
At some point, we're going to have to hunt and get water, but that isn't
Shush.
now.
No. Not yet.
Right. And you guys set off on the road again, I assume.
That's
Yes.
fun.
Right.
You could assume that for the rest of this campaign.
I mean, you only have to go through like about 6 miles of wilderness, and then you can catch a trail that takes you like all the way up to the bridge near the castle. Like, it's only 3 hexes. Surely nothing would go wrong.
Oh, I'm sure it could, and don't call us Shirley.
I was tempted right up to the trees. Like
Yeah.
I was actually going to try to pull that off, and then the trees started doing their thing, and you said we'd get lost. It reminded us that Strat is everything but the road. We're like, okay, no, fuck it,
Yep.
we're staying here.
Every time we think about it, and then something dumb happened, we're like, "Yep, no."
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why we're on
Yeah.
the road.
That's why
Um,
We
we're
remember.
I mean, in case it comes up, though,
paranoid.
in case it comes up, you can't hunt on the road. So,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Eventually, we're gonna have to potentially, like, if we run out of food, we're gonna have
Yeah.
to hunt and find water.
right. But you guys set off again. Scouting roll.
Do you want me to do it?
No, I got it.
I could use the willpower.
Call these goblin eyes see everything.
It's because they're so low to the ground.
I've been gobbling my rations is what I've been doing.
I can't believe on alternate Sundays we're playing through. Don's running us through D&D 5e Shattered Obelisks, and they have these things called mind goblins, and we rocked right into the mind goblin these nuts joke. Like,
Oh, that's terrible.
I am always very worried about anything mind and goblin related.
none of us saw the joke coming, and they're like, the goblin's like, we're mind goblins. And we're like, mind goblins? And like, he got all of us. Like, all 5 of us are just like, oh.
Sorry, what was it again?
It's a meme. There's these creatures in Lost Mines that are like goblins that have been taken over by mind flayers, and they're called mind goblins. And
Okay.
so, and the joke is mind goblin D's nuts, and we walked right into it. Like, it could not have been more obvious, and
And yet,
I promise you will not run into that in the One Ring.
I
There
watched
you
the
go.
reaction to that first season of Vox Machina, and there's a scene where Vax is doing his stealthy thing, and he distracts somebody with his magic belt. It turns into a snake and it slithers off.
yep,
It's got an eye patch on it. It's a
Yep.
one-eyed trouser snake.
yes, it is. Good old Vox Machina bringing the adult decorum to D&D.
Oh, I loved it.
Right. Somebody can give me a scouting roll for the second quarter day, as everything is peaceful and quiet during your travels.
Desi, you can take that one if you want the willpower.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, you wanted which?
Scouting.
You can tell how often I make these rolls. What the hell was that?
That was me rolling dice for no reason.
Uh-huh. No reason. Right.
No reason whatsoever.
No reason. See?
I was-
Huh.
Wow.
No willpower, no success.
Why
Well,
was Desi doing the
shit.
scouting?
Yeah.
I was hoping for some willpower.
Desi,
Why was Desi doing the scouting?
Desi's like, no, damn it, I can do this.
Oh,
Apparently, her human eyes see nothing.
No,
No.
I can't.
Like once or twice, she almost steps off the road.
I'm so
Dizzy,
busy.
that's not the road. That's not the road.
I'm so busy looking into the woods that I start veering in that direction. Kind of like if you've been driving too long. Yeah, that sounds about right.
But it is once again time to decide whether you want to force yourself onwards or hang back and camp.
I think we're gonna camp.
Okay.
Dizzy was too busy looking around to contribute to that conversation.
So camp is made.
Anybody who stands guard in my camp gets a +2.
Perfect. Caldy needs an endurance roll for sleeping, and Ryzen and Trustius and Desi can decide what they're doing while this shenanigans is happening.
So we had an uneventful day on the road.
Uneventful day on the road. Calm
I'll keep watch.
and peaceful.
I mean, we didn't encounter anybody on the road, did we?
You do not.
No.
You've seen very few travelers on the roads.
The old woman. The doll.
Yep.
The hand,
The hand.
wooden hand that
The
The
hand.
hand.
Yep.
Are they dead?
I think Trustius is carrying that around. All right.
Maybe.
So Desi, I guess, can make a scouting roll. And what are Trustius and Ryzen doing? I mean, Trustius, you could use the quarter day to try to repair some of the busted ass equipment or stuff.
Do we?
Oh, yeah. Could you fix my helmet?
We don't have Smith's tools.
I'd say you could probably fix a helmet. You've got a hammer. I mean, it's a big
please
hammer, but
fix my helmet.
Sure, I'll try to fix the helmet. Why not?
okay. That'll get 2 points of fixings for the helmet.
Oh, sweet. So it's back up. Thank you.
Desi's peering into the darkness
Till my eyes ache.
till your eyes ache and you start to get this headache. But Desi, with your one success, you can see there's a figure standing on the road, probably 50, 60 feet from the firelight. You can just barely see them with the mist. Seems to be
What's
just
up, that
I mean, it might be. Well, Desi will stand up and say, I'll be back in a sec, guys. I think I see somebody. And she'll start walking toward them.
okay.
Don't leave the road.
Oh, I'm not leaving the road. They're on the road. Here, trade me the bow for the sword. And that way
Sure.
I'll also have a built-in torch. Yeah, right? Yeah, yeah.
You're a genius.
What? For walking up to the guy. Sword. Lights up.
So yeah, so you,
Still gonna have a shield in one hand.
Yep.
Sword plus torch in the other.
so yeah, the sword lights up, and it is bright, and it feels warm. Like it definitely feels like
Ooh.
sunlight.
It's like taking Okatai's campfire with me.
I like that sword.
This is nice. I like this.
But as you approach this individual on the road, since you have a light source with you, you can see they look bedraggled. They're like one of their shoulders is slunched. They're walking with a very pronounced kind of shuffling limp. As you get kind of closer, you can see that they're moving towards you, but they don't seem to recognize that you're there. They're just kind of ambling towards you. And then when they get to probably about 20 feet or so, and you can kind of get the first really kind of good glimpse at them, they are very, very dead.
Trestius, I think it's for you.
I didn't kill him.
Nope, but he is definitely dead. And she's gonna start walking backward, kind of keeping pace with it, so that we're both walking at the same speed. And she's staying the same distance away from it.
And it does like kind of follow you. You're not sure how, like the couple of times you catch a glimpse of it, its eyes are like, one of the eyes is milky white and the other one is just empty. But it does seem somehow to be able to sense your presence and move towards you. It doesn't move fast, it just continues to move towards you.
Why are you bringing?
Well,
to
I'm
the camp?
not exactly. I mean, it's walking in this direction, and it's gonna be here at some point. I'm just keeping it company, I guess. And it'll either walk through, or you can fishhook it and do whatever it is you do, or just order it around, or whatever, you know.
That's not how that works.
Sure. Do you want me to cut it in half?
Yes, please.
Well, I could just like let it shamble by. It might have somewhere else it's planning on going. Like it one of its eyes kind of looks at me sometimes, but I'm not sure it's actually seeing me or if I just happen to be in the way.
I mean, it's on the road.
It is on the road. That's the thing. Like, I'm not leaving the road to chase it. And if it's just walking on down, I might as well let it walk on down. I mean, do we think it's going to come up behind us?
I mean, it's local custom. I don't know exactly what we're supposed to do with those things.
I don't either. Does it? It just seems to be shuffling along with no real.
Oh no! Like it is like heading towards you. Like it stays on the road, but if Desi moves to the left, it kind of reorients towards the left.
Okay. Oh no! Wait! Let me shuffle off to one side a bit. Oh no! It does seem to be kind of following me. Probably.
It needs to go back to rest.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'll bring out the amulet and just brandish it. See if it just.
Unfortunately, Okatai's making camp.
Oh, so I can't help. Okay,
So,
I'm
yeah.
not doing that.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Thanks.
Sorry, I'm
You
busy
do?
with
I don't-
ropes.
Nice bonfire for me to chuck this thing into.
Well, it's gonna smell like that.
We walk around with Trustius, who has a pouch full of hands. Pretty sure we're used to it. Yeah, I'll melee charge it
Okay.
with Sun Sword.
Okay.
I don't have the Sun Sword on my sheet right now, though, Chris.
Oh, 1 sec.
Yeah, it doesn't look like I could drag it.
No, I can, but that's it. There we go. I'm not going to bother pulling up a battle map for like one undead thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't figure. But, sword fighter, melee charge.
Jesus.
2.
So as you charge into it and you strike with that sword, it actually it lets out a scream of pain as its dry, desiccated flesh starts to burn and smolder.
Trying to sleep here.
Sorry. I don't remember dead things screaming before.
Trying to sleep here.
But more importantly, Desi,
I'm walking over here.
as you swing with this sword, and you you lop off like a finger, like its pinky finger, whatever. Its pinky finger continues to move towards you. Because these guys go last initiative-wise, so if Trustius or Ryzen would like to do anything, feel free.
These guys?
These, whatever this creature is.
Yes.
There's only one, though, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean, technically now there's 2.
Now there's 2.
One's itty bitty.
I mean, I'll put some arrows in it just to see if it stops moving.
Okay.
Trustius, it screamed, and its finger is walking toward me. What the hell?
Arrow sinks into it. Arrow sinks into it. There's like a splitching sound. Arrow comes out the back. Doesn't seem to slow it down any.
Oh, Okatai, we might need some help here.
Again, though, as the arrows strike, it definitely it reacts. It screams in pain, even though you don't seem to actually be doing anything to it.
What? Why is it screaming?
Most things scream when you shoot them with arrows.
Yeah. Oddly, zombies and skeletons
Not
don't.
usually.
Yeah, zombies don't usually.
I don't remember dead things reacting other than to swing back.
I need to finish setting that up, but Risen, if you want to borrow my amulet, it's just there.
Borrow what?
Really invested in this campfire. Just take my holy symbol and go to whatever. Go play kids.
What am I gonna do with a holy symbol? Bonk it over
Just
the
point
head?
it in his general direction and just say the word.
Are you shitting me?
Okay, kinda, but you know,
The power of some god compels you?
no, the power of the sun
Oh, the power of
god
the sun
compels,
god
not
compels you.
some.
I'm going to give the power of my hammer. I'm just going to get my hammer and melee charge it.
Okay.
The power of a sun god compels you. Well, if we find a sun god, sure.
Have to
Dragon
find the
Slayer.
sun first.
Yeah, true. It's a monster, I assume.
Yes. Oof. So as you as Ryzen like slams into it with the hammer, basically you guys hear like the breaking of bones. You know, a knee bent the wrong way, like skull crushed. It drops to the ground. It is still trying to pull itself along.
Fire.
But it's
Fire
gonna
works on most things.
it's going to go.
Yeah, usually.
It's got a Desi and a Ryzen both here. On a 1, it'll attack Desi. On a 2, it'll attack Ryzen. Alphabetical order. It will attack Desi.
Okay.
Why did it not roll? Oof. It is going to pull itself up and it is going to try to claw Desi. This attack can be dodged or parried.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure my parry is higher. Parry uses melee, dodge uses move.
Yep.
Oh yeah, definitely parry. I will be parrying using my shield. I didn't open all of my talents. I should have. To know which ones I get to. Sure. Is this considered a punch or a kick? 'Cause it's not really a stab. Or is
No,
it?
it's a slashing attack.
Okay.
So I guess it would be punching.
Okay. Oh my god!
Huh.
Wow. That's amazing. Given that,
Well, if you wanted
Defender.
willpower, that's a good way to get some.
yes, I guess I am definitely going to push that.
2 points of damage to your strength and a point of damage to your shield.
Yeah, but it brings me up to 10 willpower.
Oof. 3 damage applied to strength.
Yeah, I noticed.
Right. So you do manage to kind of push it aside. It like rents your shield, and you hear something in your shoulder pop. But
Hey, none of that now. Chad's still moving, Trustius.
and looking at it between your attacks with the sword and Trustius's arrows and the hammer, this thing should not be moving as well as it is.
Why is this mush still moving toward me?
But that will bring us back around to you guys.
it's still moving.
Did somebody think about telling it it's dead? Maybe he just doesn't know.
Go back to building your fire.
Oh yeah.
Well, the sword didn't seem to do much to it, other than cut a little piece off.
Yeah, which is still inching its way towards Desi. Pokes her in the foot.
Yeah, don't think I like that much. I'm gonna move
Okay.
to the other side of the campfire from it.
Okay. Give me a move roll. Oh, it does not attack of opportunity. So you like kind of push it back with the shield, back away.
Hey! Trustius, no, really. This undead thing is not acting normal undead. She's kind of trying to like scrape it back with the shield.
Okay. That will leave us with Ryzen and Trustius.
It's undulating in my direction.
It is.
Still.
I will emulate it.
Okay.
Thank you. Percent is just going to be on fire and still rippling toward me. It's like a...
There's a process to determining how to kill monsters.
Sure. I stab things and they die. It is already dead, and it screamed. Why did it scream? Desi looks more disgusted than worried. Because my wits is currently one.
So as Trustius kind of reaches out with his magic and it lights it on fire, it's easy enough to stay away from this thing, and it does take time for that fire to fully engulf the creature. The whole time it's burning for like 30, 40, 50 seconds, it's screaming the whole time. And then just as the flames like extinguish the last of it, everybody can give me a scouting roll.
Not me, though, right?
Not you. You are blissfully unaware, snuggled in your fur.
Do you want me to make it, or is my...
No, you're kind of busy too.
Yep.
But Trustius, just before the flames snuff out whatever it is that was animating this creature, the screaming stops, and it smiles. But not like a "ha ha ha, I will be back" smile, but like a "I'm at peace" smile.
Find a fucking Lee smile.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Well, rest in peace if you can.
But you can give me as a necromancer, you can give me a lore roll. And for everybody who saw it, that thing was still moving up until all of its like flesh was burned away.
More of a sorcerer than a book guy.
Yeah. But yes, traditionally zombies do not react to pain. They don't scream.
Oh no, of course not.
But other than
But
that,
lots of dead things do. Not just like zombies don't.
no.
What the actual fuck?
This is not the strangest thing we've seen here.
Sorry, I had to step away for a couple minutes. What happened after it tried to crawl at Desi and attack her again?
Desi just kind of backed away, and then Tressius lit it on fire. And then it screamed for 30 or 40 seconds as it immolated itself. And then at the end, it smiled.
Okay. Huh.
What?
It's probably best not to think about it.
Yeah. I think I'm just about done with this day. Thanks for...
Good news is, this day is just about done.
It is. Thankfully, because... Yeah, that was... weird.
If it makes you feel better, I believe we put it out of its misery.
Well, it's not screaming anymore. That's usually a pretty good indication, yeah. Still really weird, though.
But after that, Okutai finishes getting the camp set up. He's like, hey, what did I miss?
Desi keeps giving the pile of ashes the side eye. Just kind of keeping an eye on it in case.
Probably partway through, you do find like the little finger kind of like inching its way towards like a seeping Caldi, and you just kind of pick it up and toss it in the campfire.
Chuck it in the fire.
I'm just gonna like bless it, like go to sleep. It's fine.
Okay. But yes, Okutai, since druids deal with thunder as well, you can also give me a lore roll.
A lower roll.
A lore roll.
He's more learned than I am.
Maybe. Nope.
Usually am, but today is a hard day.
Today has been a day. Right. But Caldi can get up and hit his rest button, and the rest of you can go and get some sleep.
Nice.
Okay, so this staff is once a day, right?
It is.
Well, I like it.
Can I take a look at it? You can keep it. Just curious.
I thought you were sleeping.
Oh yeah, right now I am.
Yeah,
Why
you
am I
can take a look at it in the morning for sure.
Yep.
Caldi, you can give me a scouting roll. The good news is that apparently all of the creepy stuff happened earlier in the evening. Or
Yeah, it
morning.
says I took 2
Or
points of
afternoon.
Witch damage for no reason.
Just a little bit on edge. But everybody can get up, hit the rest button, food and water.
Oh, water's down to die. Yes.
Rest. I don't think I need rest, but I'll click it.
I mean, we can always stop at the mill.
We burn it down.
You burnt the mill to the ground.
I was gonna say, yeah, didn't we burn
Right.
that place?
There might be a well or a spring or something. Didn't they have a water wheel?
They
Are
did.
you out?
There's also the fact that the mill
Trestius is getting a little...
is way
Less
over
sloshy.
here.
Isn't it on our way back?
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks away. Well, a week away, maybe.
You'll be
Treacherous,
fine.
what's your water
share.
level?
I'm D8 right now, so it's not
Okay,
crisis
okay,
yet. But
okay.
We
We
share.
can always try to make it rain if we can find a barrel or something.
Gotta make it right.
Yeah. Interestingly, you haven't seen anything in the aside from mist and snow up in the mountains. You guys haven't even seen any variation in the weather.
Is it supposed to still be dark on this map, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are we just like sleeping at weird times, or is it a lot darker than it was while we were wandering around before?
I think we're off our schedule.
And it does seem to be darker than it was before.
Like, I'm having a lot more trouble reading our map now, and I don't know if it's because
It's because the game master adjusted the darkness level.
we're off. I noticed.
But yes,
It's
even as
comment.
you guys have been traveling, like previously, you had a sense like, okay, the sky's a little bit lighter, the sky's a little bit darker. Ever since you encountered the guy on the bridge and basically told him to fuck off, it's just been constant darkness. As a matter of fact,
He's upset.
there's been a couple of times where like only Caldy's night vision has kept you guys on the road. Mechanically speaking, that means going forward from this point, you are going to need a lead the way roll. Failure could be bad.
Huh. Can lead the way again.
In this case, it's a matter of making sure that you're actually on the road.
Yeah, that makes sense. And this would be Strahd retaliating or testing.
You're still good to keep watch, Colby? I'll try to guide us on the road.
I mean, I could just keep the blade out all the time too.
Let's do
And
both.
we have a bunch of torches. But we don't have a great way of replenishing the torches.
There's all kinds of trees.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have a way
Over
to
there.
replenish torches.
Over there off the road. Yeah, all kinds.
Mm-hmm. Right. And Caldy can give me a scouting roll.
My scouting used to be better before I took those 2 damage, but it's still a 6. If anybody has better than that, they can, or needs willpower, they can have it.
Nope.
I'm already leading the way, so I cannot do enough.
Ah, excellent. Okay. Yeah. So as you guys kind of make your way, and you're starting to get into that forested area where previously you had encountered dire wolves, the ones that rise in viciously, like killed with his bare hands in a fit of unbridled rage. You see Caldy, kind of like face down on the road, a relatively fresh corpse, fresh enough that the wounds are still steaming in the chill of the air.
I'll definitely point out that.
Sorry, you found what? A body on the.
Fresh body.
Yep.
Still steaming.
Yep.
The blood is still warm.
The blood
Lying
is still
face
warm.
down?
Face down on the road.
Well, let's go take a look.
I bow
What's-
as
what's-
Trestius walks by.
What's the size of the figure? Human?
Yeah, at the distance it's human size, and as you get closer, you can tell it's definitely human. Wearing what looks like maybe like hunter clothes, trapper clothes. Definitely like outdoorsy gear. They've still got like a little bit away from them. Is like a scattering of arrows. One hand is still like grasping their hunting bow. Whatever killed them, like it was this person was ready for a fight, and something killed them, and whatever killed them didn't take any of their gear.
Did he die and crawl onto the road kind of deal?
Give me. Yeah, no. As you look around, no, and taking kind of a look around, you can see what look like you want to say hoof prints. Definitely like a cloven hoof, and probably about a good 8-9 inches in kind of like diameter.
Well, Katai, can you tell if these tracks were made by a four-legged animal or a two-legged animal?
Let me check.
That would be a survival roll.
Would Master of the Un get work on? That's just for. I think it's just for the hunting roll. Well, it's just for hunting, so
Yeah, it's, actually, I would apply it in this case.
okay.
Call it a plus
Just
one
curious,
bonus.
is it a big horse or a minotaur? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are definitely judging the spacing. That is a very large boar. Two of them, in fact. Probably a boar about the size of a small pony.
I think it's a pony-sized boar.
And judging from it, like the tracks are on the road, and just kind of like looking around, you can see the part where the person probably got gored about a good 10 feet from where the body is laying.
Yeah, he swing them very far.
That would solve the food problem.
That's a way to see it.
I'm gonna check this body out before we continue up to where the boards might be. Just to see if there's anything on them, any identifier, like identification or
You can give me. So you just kind of like roll it over, and yeah, what you notice right away is it's missing most of its stomach area.
that's a bad way to go.
There's just like this kind of like large cavity where the abdomen should be. It is empty. Interestingly enough, the lungs are still there, the heart's still there, but like the stomach and the intestines and all that stuff is all missing.
Like eaten, consumed.
It looks like it was gnawed out.
Yeah, great, lovely.
And you can give me a lore roll.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna push that.
Can I try lore since I just bumped it up?
You sure can. Anybody who wants to look over the body and is like, huh, that's peculiar.
I will be doing no more pushing.
Sorry, what are we looking at the body up for?
Just
clues?
yeah, it's a lore roll to see what sort of information you can glean. Like it's something, whatever this large boar was, definitely ate the intestines, the entrails.
Oh, we're still looking at this dead body, and we've figured out that it was eaten by a boar thing.
Yep, 2 giant
Okay,
boars.
Two giant boars.
Do you need points in lore to be able to make this roll?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I have no points in lore.
But Ryzen, you're like kind of looking at it and kind of piecing things together, stories that you've heard over time and in your travels. It's definitely, if the evidence is correct, you've heard of a creature called a glossin. A glossin, it is a very large demonic boar that is first accompanied by a foul stench that sickens its victims, and then it tends to charge and eviscerate them with its tusks, and then it eats their entrails. From
Is
what
it two-headed, or is that just there were two of these things?
there's 2 of them,
Okay.
perhaps a mated pair. Surely less dangerous that way.
So, of course. So they emit a demonic stench, or they emit a stench
They do.
that does what again?
Mechanically, it is a potency 7 poison in an aura.
Oof.
So it basically renders you. Okay.
Yeah. And when they charge you, and if your friends aren't fast enough, they will devour your entrails in a single gulp. The stories that you've heard are they like to eat people who are capable of wielding magic, because eating the entrails of a magician makes them stronger.
Ooh.
Oh, Calder, you're in so much trouble.
Ha ha ha!
Hey.
I share that with the party.
So yeah, as you share this information, Okatai, you can pick up a stench on the air. Like it kind of rankles your nose at first, and then you can feel like you're going to vomit as this wave of stench hits you.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. Something terrible is close by. Oh god.
Take it back. I don't think we want to eat them.
And as this, you kind of look and you can see these 2 large boar-like figures materializing out of the mist. But I think we'll call it there. But just so the players are aware mechanically, the way Devour Entrails works, if they use their charge and eviscerate attack and you get broken, they can automatically succeed on eating your entrails on the next action they have, which will kill you. Anybody who's close enough can use their action to stop it. And if they eat the entrails of somebody capable of using magic, their stats get increased.
So I'm the only one safe to let them eat. Please don't let them eat me.
No, Ryzen doesn't use magic either.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
He does not
That
cast...
dent was something, but it was not
Yeah.
technically magic.
Yeah. But as these things kind of like you see them coming out of the mists towards you on the road. We'll kind of call it there. Just because this might be an actual fight, maybe. It's really hard to say with my dice luck.
I mean, we're probably not going to win in 11 minutes.
No.
So,
And honestly, I thought the Death Knight was going to be longer, but then you like dropped a bridge under him, so I'm like,
Well, it felt like it's gonna be longer because
That was a great idea.
oh,
it was a great
Brilliant.
idea.
it was.
No,
In fact, I want to give you an extra experience point for that one.
and
I
then
thought that was
flying over
great.
it, which we
Everyone's
didn't even know.
throwing a million dice, and you're like, no, fuck this, we're not doing this.
Yeah, his
I mean,
his
it's forbidden lands. We want to avoid bullshit, so yeah, I'm all for that.
yeah his sword attack and parry was like 24 dice.
Yeah, that parry was gross.
Yeah, but the attack only comes up like 1 and 6. The rest of his attacks are like in the 10 to 12 dice range. It's just if I happen to roll melee attack, that's going to be bad. All right, XP. Participate in the game session. Yes. Travel through a hex. Yes. New adventure site. No. Defeat one or more monsters. Yes. Find a treasure. No. Function. No. Pride. No. Dark Sticker. No. I don't think anybody risked their life.
Not more than usual.
I mean, I could have seen the risk of your life if the bridge thing didn't work.
Right, yeah.
That wouldn't have been voluntary, but yeah.
Extraordinary action.
Oh yeah, Trustius and the bridge.
Definitely
Yeah.
the bridge.
That was a terrific idea.
Yep.
Yep. So that is 3 XP and 4 for Trustius.
Nice.
Perfect. And barring anything with power issues or work schedules or illnesses or anything of that nature, we should be back next week.
Sweet.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Awesome.
Certainly hope so.
Thanks for the interest.
Yep. Have a good night, folks.
Have a great night, everybody.
All right, you too.
Night,
Thanks
guys.
for the game.
Take care, everybody.